You are standing at a bank counter, in a new country, in a new city. Maybe you moved here for work. Maybe you are studying here. Maybe you arrived just a few weeks ago, and you need to open a bank account. It sounds simple. Fill in a form, show your passport, sign your name. But then the cashier looks up and says, "Would you like to set up online banking as well? And shall I arrange a contactless card for you? And would you prefer your statements by post or by email?" And suddenly, your mind goes blank. You understand the words, but the sentences come too fast, and you don't know how to answer. So you smile and nod and hope for the best. That moment, that feeling of being lost, not because you don't know English, but because you don't know the right English. That is what today is about. Because once you know these sentences, the bank stops being frightening and starts being just a place you go, like everyone else. Welcome back to Speak Voyage. I am so glad you are here. This is day 21 of our 30-day shadowing challenge, and today's topic is at the bank, opening an account, transferring money, and reporting a problem. These are the sentences that every person living or studying abroad needs, not just for the bank, but for any formal situation in English. And once you practice them today, you will feel ready, really ready. Let's begin. Before we begin, I want to share something important with you. Something that will make today much easier. When you go to the bank in an English-speaking country, you do not need to be perfect. You do not need long sentences. You need 4 things: politeness, clarity, a question, and patience. Listen to this sentence. "I'd like to open a current account, please." That sentence will open almost every door in a British bank. "I'd like to" is one of the most useful phrases in formal English. It is polite, it is clear, it is confident. Not, "I want," not, "give me." "I'd like to," and here is something else I want you to know. Bank staff in Britain, especially in international cities, speak to hundreds of people every week who are not native speakers. They are patient. They are trained to help. If you don't understand something, you can always say, "I'm sorry, could you say that again? A little more slowly?" That is not embarrassing. That is smart. Now, I am going to give you 30 sentences. 10 for opening an account, 10 for transferring money and managing your account, and 10 for reporting a problem. Because sometimes things go wrong, and when they do, you will know exactly what to say. Let's go. Now, before we practice together, let me remind you how shadowing works. 3 steps. Step 1. Listen. Just listen. Let the sentence come in. Don't speak yet. Feel the rhythm, the rise and fall of the words. Step 2. Repeat. After each sentence, there is a pause. In that pause, say the sentence out loud. Use your real voice, not a whisper, your real voice. This is how your mouth learns. Step 3. Shadow. Copy the way I say it, the pace, the stress, the feeling. Now, today's sentences have something special. They are formal sentences. And in formal English, the little words matter most. Listen to the difference. Can I open an account? Could I open an account? Both are correct, but could sounds softer, more polite, more British. Can asks if it is possible. Could asks with kindness. And in a bank, kindness opens every door. Now let's try one together. I'd like to open a current account, please. One more time. I'd like to open a current account, please. Good. Now, 30 sentences. Let's go. I'd like to open a current account, please. I'd like to open a current account, please. Could I also open a savings account at the same time? Could I also open a savings account at the same time? What documents do I need to open an account? What documents do I need to open an account? I have my passport and a recent utility bill. Is that enough? I have my passport and a recent utility bill. Is that enough? I'm an international student. Do you have a student account? I'm an international student. Do you have a student account? How long does it take to process the application? How long does it take to process the application? Could you explain the monthly fees for this account? Could you explain the monthly fees for this account? I'd also like to set up online banking, please. I'd also like to set up online banking, please. Could I have a contactless debit card with the account? Could I have a contactless debit card with the account? I'm sorry, could you say that again, a little more slowly? I'm sorry, could you say that again, a little more slowly? You have just practiced 10 sentences. 10 sentences that will take you from the door of the bank all the way to the counter. And I want to pause for a moment, because I want to talk about sentence 10. I'm sorry, could you say that again, a little more slowly? I want you to remember this sentence, not just for the bank, for everywhere. Doctors, offices, shops, universities, anywhere English feels fast and complicated. This sentence is your friend. It does not make you sound weak. It makes you sound confident. Because only a confident person asks for what they need. Now, let's talk about something I mentioned earlier, can and could. In English, both are correct. But in formal situations, could is softer, kinder, more polished. Can you help me? Fine. Could you help me? Better. Can I speak to someone? Fine. Could I speak to someone? Much better. It is one small word, and it changes everything. Now, 10 more sentences about managing your account, and then 10 about reporting a problem, which I hope you never need, but if you do, you will be ready. You are doing so well. Keep going. I would like to transfer funds to another account, please. I would like to transfer funds to another account, please. Could you tell me my current balance? Could you tell me my current balance? I need to send money abroad. What is the exchange rate today? I need to send money abroad. What is the exchange rate today? Are there any fees for an international transfer? Are there any fees for an international transfer? How long will a transfer to arrive? How long will it take for the transfer to arrive? I'd like to set up a direct debit for my rent, please. I'd like to set up a direct debit for my rent, please. Could I increase my daily withdrawal limit? Could I increase my daily withdrawal limit? I want to cancel a standing order, please. I want to cancel a standing order, please. Could you send me a bank statement for the last 3 months? Could you send me a bank statement for the last 3 months? I want to update my address on the account, please. I want to update my address on the account, please. I'd like to report a problem with my account, please. I'd like to report a problem with my account, please. There's a transaction on my statement that I don't recognize. There's a transaction on my statement that I don't recognize. I think my card may have been used without my permission. I think my card may have been used without my permission. I'd like to cancel my card and request a new one, please. I'd like to cancel my card and request a new one, please. My card was declined. Could you tell me why? My card was declined. Could you tell me why? I was charged twice for the same transaction. Could you look into that? I was charged twice for the same transaction. Could you look into that? I haven't received my card yet. It's been over 2 weeks. I haven't received my card yet. It's been over 2 weeks. I've forgotten my PIN. How do I reset it? I've forgotten my PIN. How do I reset it? Could I speak to a manager, please? I'd like to make a formal complaint. Could I speak to a manager, please? I'd like to make a formal complaint. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. And that is sentence 30. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. Say those words at the end of every bank visit, every formal appointment, every difficult conversation. Because gratitude, in any language, opens hearts. And in English, those words are pure warmth. Today, you practiced 3 groups of sentences that most learners never practice. Opening an account because they're afraid of the paperwork. Transferring money because the vocabulary feels technical. And reporting a problem because they hope they'll never need it. But you practiced all of it, and that is the difference. The difference between hoping English works and knowing it will. I want to say something to every learner who is living or studying abroad right now. The bank, the doctor, the landlord, the university office. These places can feel overwhelming in a foreign language. Not because you're not intelligent, not because your English is not good enough, but because no one ever taught you these specific words. And now, someone has. You are not alone in this. A quick note before I go. The free activity sheet for today is in the description. It has all 30 sentences, a vocabulary guide, current account, standing order, direct debit, exchange rate, all explained simply. A role-play script so you can practice the full bank conversation with a friend, and a pronunciation guide for the most important phrases. The link is below, completely free, always. I will see you on day 22. Until then, take care of yourself. Walk into that bank and speak with confidence. This is Speak Voyage, and you are ready.